great team. He's got the dean, they call him in Congress, the champion of Puerto Rico. In every conversation in Congress, doesn't matter what the topic is, doesn't matter. Jose Serrano is always there to make sure that Puerto Rico is included and that we're treated equally. Thank you, Congressman Serrano, for your great leadership, for your friendship, and for your commitment. And our President Alvaro, Diaz Dos. What a great leader. What a great champion. What a great work he's done. And what a great response immediately after the hurricane. What I just saw with Marco and with Ruben, a small clip of the outpouring of support of the people of the borough helping Puerto Rico. Again, people that have very little, they gave it to help others that have more limitations. So I want to thank you, Mr. President, for your commitment, for your leadership. I want to thank the Congressman. I want to thank our all-star Carlos Beltran and his wife for all the support that they have done for Puerto Rico. Thank you so much. This is getting exciting. And I want to thank my friends at Leona. With steady dialogue, even in harsh times in Puerto Rico, we are trying to figure out a path forward to a sustainable living wage for working class in Puerto Rico. This is a challenge, so we're going to need your help. But as we rebuild Puerto Rico, we want that everybody that puts one brick, layer by layer, piece by piece at a time, to be able to, after a hard day's work, go back home and know that they are receiving a decent living wage for their families. Powerlessness. Powerlessness. Think about that word for a second. Powerlessness. This is what Puerto Rico has faced for centuries. Powerlessness. When the time comes to have decisions that are important for our future, at the greatest stage, we don't have the power to make them. When the time comes for bigger policies that affect all Americans, we don't have a vote in Congress to make sure that the U.S. citizens in Puerto Rico have fair and equitable treatment. Powerlessness. This powerlessness is what has, in many occasions, driven many of you from your hometowns back in the island to the United States to look for a better quality of life, to look for more opportunities, to get all of the benefits of U.S. citizenship and not have to conform with the second-class citizenship. This is what it's all about right now. U.S. citizens that live in Puerto Rico do not have the same rights as U.S. citizens that live in the United States. This has been there for many years, but only after the passage of Maria, when all of our U.S. brethren, and quite frankly, all of the world had its good look at Puerto Rico, able to see what this truly meant? Were we able to see what it means that when a hurricane comes to one of the jurisdictions in the United States, the energy grid is picked up in a matter of days, maybe a week? In Puerto Rico, it's been 4 months, and we still have 30% of our population without energy. Where else in the United States would that even be possible? Where else in the United States would that be tolerable? After the passage of Maria, another thing happened. Many in Congress came to Puerto Rico from both sides of the aisle, and we welcomed them, and we wanted them to come, and we wanted them to see firsthand what had happened in Puerto Rico. Many of them came, and many of them took pictures with broken down bridges, flooding areas, handing out food, and stood at a podium, just like this one, and said that they were here for the people of Puerto Rico, and that they would pledge their support so that Puerto Rico could move forward. I felt like something was changing at that point. But then, the reality of Congress came in. And the first bill where Congress could act in the benefit of Puerto Rico was the tax reform bill. Now, you may have your opinion about that tax bill, and certainly New York gets hit hardest by that tax bill. But let me tell you what it does to Puerto Rico. It treats Puerto Rico as a foreign country. And by treating Puerto Rico as a foreign country, it levies an additional 12% tax on many of our corporations. We saw that this was going on, and we went to all of those folks that came to Puerto Rico and said, this would be devastating for our economy at a time where we most need it, where we need help. Of course, after arguing, after getting support, the bill was passed, and the bill not only did not help Puerto Rico, but it put us in a worse position than we were before. Right after that, something changed within me. Something was apparently clear. If we don't demonstrate that we have political power, we will never get fair treatment for the people of Puerto Rico. Because if in our greatest time of need, in the moment where everybody was on record saying they wanted to help Puerto Rico, the first at bat, they swung and missed. What is that going to mean further down the road? So, here's my humble petition to all of you over here. It is time to draw a line in the sand. It is time to separate those that are friends of Puerto Rico from those that have turned their back on the people of Puerto Rico. It is time to demonstrate that there are consequences when you affect U.S. citizens just like everybody else and don't give them fair and equitable treatment. So here is my proposal to you. We have 5.6 million Puerto Ricans strong in the United States. By comparison, let me tell you that our Cuban American brethren are 2.7 million strong. They are very influential because they're very well organized. And we have to do the same. I call upon you and I challenge you to help us establish this national structure all over the states so that we can demonstrate that we have political power too. But just because we don't vote, we have many, as Governor Cuomo said, many friends, many family members over here that do care about what's going on in Puerto Rico. Let's make sure we get organized. And let's make sure we work with not-for-profits, with all organizations. Let's register Puerto Ricans. Whether you came here last week and want to be part of this effort, or whether you've been here for 4 decades and haven't voted once, this is the time where it matters. This is the time where we need to show that we're organized